Hello there, my name's Scott. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the RY4 flavoured e-liquid, which I received from www.awesomevapor.com. Before I start, I just want to point out I did receive it free of charge for the purpose of conducting a review. In my opinion, the product remained true, honest and accurate, as always. Start off then with what's in the bottle. Comes in a nice looking bottle like this. On the front you've got the Awesome Vapor, then it's got a description of the flavour, and it tells you that it's the 18mg strength e-liquid, which is like quite a high sort of nicotine strength. And before I start, I just want to say that like when I've done a review for them probably about a month or so ago now on their DSC 801 electronic cigarette, and at the time I sort of showed you that it included like a leaflet which was some sort of basic information on how to use it, how to assemble it, you know, and sort of maintenance and that. But since then he's actually written a novel which is several pages long, and lots of really good information on there, especially if you've never picked up an electronic cigarette before. Lots of good info there, so if you have a spare couple of hours, read through that. So I'm going to crack on with the review. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to be refilling carts for this. I'm going to sort of direct drip straight into the atomizer, and I've already drained the atomizer on this. So I'm going to add, this is a Joy 510, so I'm going to add 4 drops of e-liquid into the atomizer. Now if you notice on here there's no sort of child safety cap, unfortunately. However, I'm pretty certain that will get rectified in the future. So obviously, you know, just be safe and make sure it's out of the reach of any little youngsters. Even if you have got a child safety cap, always make sure it's out of reach. Okay, I'm going to be using a Joy 510, which they very kindly added in the package for me, and it's a rather swanky green LED on it. So thank you for that, Arno. As you can see, you know, produces a nice amount of vapour. Now the flavour of the RY4 is a really strange one. I mean, like, it's probably maybe about 5 weeks ago, something like that. I've done a review on a, I can't remember what e-cig it was now, but that came with some RY4 flavoured cartridges. When I first started using them, I thought, well, I'm not too keen on these. And but then I sort of carried on using them. By the time the last cartridge had run out, I did actually sort of start quite enjoying the flavour. Now the e-liquid here from Awesome Vapor tastes pretty much exactly the same as those RY4 carts, and the flavour is, the way I describe it would be a mix between sort of smoky flavour and like a quite a sweet sort of caramel sort of stroke butter. So you imagine getting those sort of two flavours mixed together, and that's pretty much what you get, like a sort of a smoky caramel type taste. I'm going to add another drop of juice to that, because it's I don't think I'll put enough in there. Like I say, it was a fully drained atomizer, and these atomizer, you can add quite a few extra drops in there. Or should I say, it takes quite a few drops to be able to get it full up. Now, flow hit wise, I see it's the 18mg strength, so you know it is a fairly high nicotine strength e-liquid. It is giving you a really nice kick in the back of your throat. I like to do a lot of mouth and how you take the vapour into your mouth and you breathe it down into your lungs, and it's giving me that really nice kick there. With a direct lung inhale though, literally after about maybe only a second, you are getting a very strong sort of raspy sensation on the back of your throat. Yeah. And the direct lung inhale, literally after only about sort of like a second, you're getting a really sort of strong, sort of slightly burny, sort of raspy sensation, which I know a lot of people like. Me personally, I prefer to do I like the kick, the kick in the throat that the mouth inhale gives you. But overall though, it is a nice flavour. Not too sure if it'll please to everybody. I know if you go on the forums now, it does seem to be quite a very, well, I say, a very popular flavour. For me, like, it did take a little bit of getting used to. When I first started using it, I wasn't that keen at all. But by the time, like, I'd sort of finished those cartridges, you know, I was actually sort of almost thinking, oh, I'm going to quite miss it now they run out. So I was quite pleased when this turned up in the post. So, you know, if you fancy getting yourself some of this, go along to www.awesomevapor.com, and also come along and visit my website at www.e-cig-reviews.com. That's e-cig-reviews.com. Cheers, guys. Bye bye.